So today we're going to look at the Glock performance trigger, and some people, just because it's different, have trouble reassembling once it comes apart. So attached that pushes the trigger forward is the return spring. So once you take it apart, a lot of people are like, I have no idea how this thing goes back together. So we're going to take a look at it here. If you swing this up, you can see this spring here that runs along, and this kind of pivots up and down, and that'll be kind of important for manipulating things in place. At the very end of this spring, you'll see right in here there's like a little V shape right there, and that V shape is what's going to connect to the rear leg of the trigger bar right here. So this is what pushes the trigger bar forward on return. So you can do a couple different things. You can take a punch, and you can come in here with the punch, and you can set it in here and try to finagle it, because at the same time that this trigger bar needs to rest inside that V, this upper portion of the trigger bar needs to come in and get right into position here without, bungling things up. So what I like to do is I like to just kind of swing this up like so. And then this leg, you can start in at an angle. So you can just kind of get a hold of the leg right here, and you can start it in the V, and you can push down. So you can see it's compressing and it's been captured. And then as we push it down, we just kind of slide everything into position right here. So everything is now in a fully assembled unit. So that's one way to put it together. The other way is to, take a punch and come in the back like so. There are these, things you can 3D print. These little tools here, and these make it kind of handy if you're not sure what's going on. So you could take this, and there's a hole in the rear, and this tool has a notch on the top of it, and then an opening on the bottom here. So with that said, we get this to swing up again here. You can stick this tool in and take the notch side and capture the V like so. And then that'll leave the little slot. And with the slot, you can then insert the trigger bar into the slot right into place. So it kind of gives you a guide of how everything should go together. So that's capturing in like so. And this just kind of gives you a guide to put it together. And then once you get everything lined up, you basically retract this piece here, and then now you have a fully assembled trigger bar with the Glock performance trigger. So those are kind of the different approaches that I like to do to kind of put these things together. Anyway.